Okay, I wanted to show you how I turned my Thruxton into a couple of things for carrying passengers and also carrying luggage as well. And as you can see, as you know, on the Thruxton, it's got this rear cowling here that you have to remove for a passenger. But well, the girlfriend didn't like that too much. She kept thinking she'd fall off the back. So here's a solution I discovered, and also some extra things that I changed to make it work a little better. Let me just take the camera off and show you the bracket. This bracket here, just underneath the seat cowl, I think you can see that. Let's go this side. Sun's there. Okay, yeah, see that little bracket there? That bolts onto the main frame underneath the seat cowl, and that's permanent, that stays there. But it's nicely finished, and it's got a nice gloss black paint to it, so it kind of blends in. It's, you know, you have to kind of make some sacrifices to some of the look, I guess, but I've gotten used to it now. But anyway, I'll show you how quick it is to change from the cowling to a couple of different applications. Okay, so bear with me, I'll just take the cowling off. Just two screws, obviously. Okay. Now this is the sissy bar accessory. Now this goes in the back here, locks straight in the back there on that bracket, and there's two set screws underneath here that you can tighten to hold that in, and it is adjustable to a certain point backwards and forth depending on the size of your passenger and their comfort. Looks a little bit naff, I know that, but it works for a passenger who's a little nervous on the back, and it's easy to take off when you haven't got a passenger. So like I said, looks aren't the best, but it stops them shooting off the back if that's a concern to you. And another thing I did, that comes straight off like that, and I needed to carry some luggage, and with the Thruxton I didn't want to put in the bars, you know, that stop the luggage from falling into the rear wheel, so I came up with this myself with the help of my girlfriend's dad, who welded it up. This frame goes straight in, uses the same bracket, same system, two set screws here. I won't tighten those up, but you get the idea. They tighten up in seconds. It's got a grab handle if you were to have a passenger. And then I use the Cortex sports bags that go straight on there, like so. Okay, these straps obviously can attach to the various metal parts of the frame, and the top bag clips onto that nicely. These frames on the side here stop the bags from falling into the wheel, which is really nice, and I also have a place for bedrolls and tent and sleeping bag, etc. Done a few trips on it now, it works really well, balance is good, and it looks fine with all the bags on it. It turns it into a little touring bike. So thought I'd give you, I've sent a few pictures online, but I thought I'd do a video of it, kind of easier. And again, it all changes back to the sport bike very quickly. That's the frame basically, pretty basic, slightly flared out to hold the bags away from the rear wheel there, you know, and I just gave it a coat of gloss black, and a fairly smallish rack on the back. Obviously it can be made bigger, but I thought it was a kind of a nice application, just hang it up when I'm not using it. And back to the good old Thruxton look after you're done. So there you go, there you have it. I'll give you a little bit of a close-up of the rack fitted. See, it goes nicely over the headlight there, you know, even with the bed rolls on and everything, there's no obstruction to the lights, indicators, etc. And there's the two bars to stop the bags going in. I didn't want permanent bars, you see, because you wouldn't want to ruin the look of the bike, you know, with those permanent bolt-on ones from the from the from Triumph accessories. So this is kind of a nice little solution, I think. And again, there's the little grab rail. You can see it from behind now. And there you have it. Oh, by the way, the bracket that is the kind of the receiving bracket underneath the seat there is made by a company called Tomahawk Accessories, and they're in Auburn, California. It's actually not that far from here, about just north of Sacramento, California. They make parts for Victory and Triumph motorcycles. So that's the bracket. It runs about, I believe, $90, but it's nicely done. It bolts straight on there, very solid, 4 bolts straight through into the main frame, and there you go.